Hello and welcome to the Browns Blitz. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, and this is episode number 65. I'm your host, Rod Bloom, and joining me today is number 52, Jarvis Courtney. Jarvis, how are things going for you?
Everything's going good, sir. Everything's going good. Just got done training, just, grinding every day, just, praying and hoping for opportunity.
Well, if there's one thing I know about you, it's I know you're going to be working hard every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're not going to stop.
No, sir.
Well, yeah, we were just talking before we started recording. You've been on the podcast, but it's been coming up on a year. It's been a long time since we've talked. I think a lot's happened for you. A lot of people have gotten behind you in your quest, to play in the NFL. How how do you feel? How's this been for you? All the support that you've gotten from everybody.
Well, I'm coming from a small town where, a lot of people down this way, don't make it out, or, you know, the people feel like it's like not possible to make your dream become a reality. And, I work every day, and, I don't take no days off because anything is possible as long as you put in the work, and, you don't slack off, and you just stay prayed up. And then I get a lot of support from like people from all over the world, and, I don't even know them people. And I feel like it's truly a blessing, having that many people supporting me, because like I said, coming from here, like, you don't get a lot of support. But I wouldn't think, like, to this day, I wouldn't think that I have this much support, like, coming from people all across the world.
Yeah. Now, we all see the clips on Twitter of you training and
Yes, sir.
of the weightlifting, the training in the field, and that you're doing a lot of stuff either by yourself. Yeah, I guess you have a trainer who works
Y-
with you,
Yes, sir.
so it's normally just the two of you, right?
Hmm.
Can you kind of just give me just what an average day is for you right now with your training and what you're doing for just through the course of any given day?
Well, in the morning, I wake up around like 6 o'clock in the morning. I get myself together, say my prayers, because you know what I'm saying, you got to give all glory to God, you know what I'm saying, Him waking you up each day. And then going to training, doing speed and agility. We doing that in the morning, and then in the afternoon we weightlifting. You know, we just we're training right now to be the best to ever play the game of football. I want to be the best offensive lineman ever. Just my journey, not being able to go to college to play football and everything like that, being overlooked, you know, that wasn't going to stop me. Like, I made my promise to my grandmother before she passed away that I was going to make it, and I'm not going to break that promise. I'm going to do everything I have to make it become a reality. It's just every day I'm working, and I know all my hard work eventually going to pay off, and I'm not going to stop, because I know eventually this phone is going to end up ringing, and when this phone do ring, I'm gonna be ready to go.
So you're essentially training. What you're training in the field in the morning and weights in the afternoon every
Yes,
day?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Are you working or doing anything else right now? Or is this your
Uh,
whole
yes,
day?
sir. Yes, sir. I work. I do like side jobs and stuff for like my cousin, like painting and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're putting in a lot of hours, doing a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
different things, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, we all know you're a hard worker, and I think this is why the people of Cleveland have gotten behind you so much. I think you personify kind of what we feel like we are in Cleveland, and that's just people who are willing to just bust their behind, every day, and just to try to better themselves and to try to accomplish things, try to do things for their family. You're very family oriented. I think that's a characteristic of a lot of people in Cleveland too. So I think that's why everybody identifies with you so well.
Most
So
definitely.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, I think everybody loves watching your stuff. I mean, everybody really, really wants, something positive to happen for you. So it's great to hear that you're working hard, and we all hope that the phone's gonna ring for you.
Yes, sir.
So let's uh, let's take a little detour here because the overwhelming, I hate to even call it a story, but the news, the topic is the shooting of Jacob Blake, and this has gone into the sports world because the NBA, the WNBA, and Major League Baseball they've all either postponed games or players are striking because of the shooting. And I think it this isn't just a matter of somebody being shot by a police officer. It's because of the way it happened, which I think is the same as most of the other deaths that are being the deaths that are being protested
Yes, sir.
is the fact that it's not that an armed gunman was shot dead by a police officer. It's that this man was shot in the back 7 times,
Mm.
and it's on video and everybody sees what happened. So it it just it's hard to imagine what's in the mind of anybody who's around this when it's happening, or the person who did the shooting,
Hmm.
or the suspect. So before I go any further with this, I want to get your thoughts on this and how you feel about what needs to be done and how you feel about the sports world and the players and their responsibility to stand up for for justice.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like, like me, as being, you know what I'm saying, like a player too. Like it's time for a change. It's tiring seeing that every day, and it's like the guy didn't even have a gun. He was just walking to his car. I was seeing that someone said that he had broke up a fight or something like that, and the man was just walking back to his car, and he just so happened to turn his back, and then the cop just shot him 7 times, and I was like, the guy didn't even have a gun. You can see it in the video. He had no gun. He was just getting in his car, and he just pulled the shirt and just shot him 7 times. Like, how do you shoot a guy 7 times in his back? I don't understand. And then I was seeing today that a guy was a guy that was I guess he said he was protecting himself from the protesters or whatever or something like that. He had like an assault rifle wrapped around his back, and he was just walking towards the cops. And I feel like, shouldn't the cops feel like they're being endangered because that guy didn't have no badge on? He's not a police officer. He's walking towards you guys with a assault rifle on his back, and you guys just give him water. Shouldn't that life feel like, you know what I'm saying? That life should be endangered, because if it was that guy going to the car, they would have been shot him. He would never been able to get to his door. And I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's just, we're tired of seeing it every day. And the NBA players, NFL players, all of them, they're tired of it too, you know. And it's just the police officer that did it. I feel like you know what I'm saying. He should be charged for what he did. Seriously, that's murdering somebody to me. That's murdering someone.
Well, I have to be totally honest here, Jarvis. I saw the clip of the shooting. I have not um, I have not researched this enough to know what what people say happened
Hmm.
before that. So I don't know what Jacob Blake was doing before getting in the car.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. So, and there's, I don't want to sound stupid here. I mean, there's a couple sides to this. If he really did something wrong, then he should be listening to police and he should yield to police, sure. But even if he did that, there's still no reason for him to be shot in the back 7 times.
You could at least tase them, something.
Yeah, you can do something else. Okay. But yeah, I think the main problem with this is that the color of someone's skin still seems to make a difference, even after all of these incidences this year.
Yeah.
All the marches, all the protests, and I know this happens to white people and Hispanic people too. I don't know about getting shot in the back, but I know they get killed by police.
Yeah.
But it's, it happens more to African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't. The police need to treat everybody equally, just like you and I need to treat everybody equally.
Most definitely.
As long as people are seeing color, something's wrong.
And it shouldn't even be like that, honestly. It really shouldn't. Because not all police officers are bad. I just want to put that out there. Not all police officers are bad. I have police officer friends. I got a couple of my friends that, that are police officers. My parents know some police officers. Not all police officers are bad, but I feel like there are some police officers right now that's working that could be, angry about something, and the only thing they want to do is pull the trigger, and it shouldn't even be like that, because I'm pretty sure they have families back at home. How do I don't know. It just makes me frustrated, honestly.
Well, let's think about this, Jarvis. There are how many people in the country, and we know that there are a lot of bigoted people in this country. Okay.
Yeah.
Think of how many police officers there are in the United States, and I don't have a number, but it has to be in the tens of thousands, probably, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you have 5 or 10 bad apples that or even 100, out of 100,000 or however many cops there are, it's such a small percentage, but it's enough to kill a lot of innocent people.
Yeah.
So the issue is not that all police are bad. It's that there's this percentage that probably do see color and don't act appropriately. And something, I agree, something does need to be done. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm that smart, to figure this out, other than you got to figure out a way to get these guys out of uniform, and I don't know anything about the guy who did the shooting.
Yeah.
Other than he shouldn't have done it. I mean, I don't know how you shoot somebody 7 times.
Yeah, and it didn't even look like it bothered him at all. You can see in the video, I mean, he was just shooting away, and I'm like, man, how can you just? I don't know. Me if I was a police officer, okay, someone put a gun out on me, of course, I gotta, if they aim, I gotta shoot back. But just for a man just having his head down, ready to get into a car, and you just pull his shirt and just start shooting away, how do you do that? Are you able to go to sleep at night?
Yeah, if you're fighting for your life, it's different. Yeah, it's different. Then, yeah. All bets are off if somebody's got a gun and they're wrestling around with you and all this. I understand, and whatever happens.
Yeah.
But this was not that. Not in the slightest. So
it's crazy.
So let's move on to the professional athletes and what's happened. I guess mostly today with I think the Reds Brewers game. The players decided not to play that game, and I think the NBA and WNBA pretty much. I think they're calling it a strike. That they're that they've. And I have to again say I'm not up on this enough to know exactly what they've said they're doing or for how long, but they're striking. What's your thought on this, and what can be accomplished?
I feel like I see a lot of players speaking up, like LeBron. You got Anthony Davis, Chris Paul, Russell Wilson. I mean, not Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook. I see a lot of them guys stepping up, saying things, but I feel like the players can talk, but I feel like the owners and everyone else need to stop hiding and actually speak up because they got a lot of pull. I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? They should start speaking up because your players want change
Mm-hmm.
and you're the owner. You're supposed to be on your players' side, so why not speak up? Have their back. Fight for a change because that's what everybody else trying to do. The players don't want to play because they're tired of it. They're tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm pretty sure you're tired of seeing it. There's a lot of people trying to see that literally every day we're getting killed.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see a day where, the color of somebody's skin just plain doesn't matter to everybody. And
Exactly.
I'm, people say I'm, a dreamer and stuff, and I might be quoting lyrics there or something, but, but that I'm too idealistic and everything, and that there's always going to be people that like that. But you know what, man, it's been since Martin Luther King, spoke very eloquently in the 1960s. I'm thinking, man, this is 60 years later. We're still dealing with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that it's going to take, a couple generations, but it's been a couple generations.
Exactly.
We shouldn't still be dealing with this. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Do you have an idea of how to actually fix this?
Honestly, if I knew, I could tell you, but I really don't. I just feel like people that have like a lot of power, they should be stepping up. They should be speaking up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, these owners, they should be speaking up. The commissioners, everybody, they should speak up. If you have power, you should speak up.
Yeah, yeah. I think people are still there's still people with the kneeling who are going to be upset when the NFL players kneel.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy because like a lot of people say it's disrespecting the flag. No, because blacks, whites, they all serve in the wars. My grandfather, he served in a war. Like it's it shouldn't be about color, and it's not disrespecting the flag. It's for stuff like this that's going on in today's world. It's stuff like this that's going on. Literally, they're getting shot every day. That's why they're kneeling. They're not disrespecting the flag. I get tired of people saying they're disrespecting the flag. No, they're not. This is the reason why they're kneeling.
And I chuckled, but I understand people who think or thought that it was disrespecting the flag. So I respect that, but enough military people have come out and said they get it. They get this, and they're for the kneeling, and that kneeling is not an issue. That if you were really going to disrespect the flag, you would turn your back on the flag.
Exactly.
Things like this. So kneeling for the flag is not such a sign of disrespect. Okay, it's essentially a silent protest to try to affect some change in this country.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. It's crazy that the whole time Colin Kaepernick was literally trying to open people's eyes, but like at the time, everybody was blind to the situation. And come to find out, this is the reason why he was really kneeling.
Well, I've admitted before, I was. I mean, I thought he was disrespecting the flag because I
Yeah.
didn't know any better.
Yep.
I thought he was disrespecting the flag and the country and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, either he didn't get his message across properly, or we weren't, or not everybody was ready for it then.
Yeah.
But but you have to give him credit, because if he hadn't started doing that, he still did what needed to be done, and these things don't change overnight.
Yeah. It's gonna take time.
It is, and I know everybody's tired of waiting, and we're tired of watching the news and seeing this
Yeah.
stuff. So, I've said it before. If true progress can be made on this issue in 2020, even with all the other negatives, then it's not such a bad year after all.
Mm-hmm.
So we're winding things down here. We've only got a few months left, but man, let's try to figure something out with this and actually figure out a way to make these incidents stop happening.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even seem like they've slowed down.
It really didn't. I feel like it got worse.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. I mean, it's not an easy topic, but things don't get better unless you talk about them.
Exactly.
This episode of the Browns Blitz is brought to you by Skippin' Stones. Find them on Etsy.com and now GoImagine.com. And now back to the show. So, Jarvis, I want to take you back to the Browns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You had you made a trip to Cleveland. How long ago has that been? Like a month?
I think like 4 weeks ago, something like that.
3-4 weeks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You and I exchanged some messages on it and that. So, I think, as far as how things went and all that, and I know you've been on some other podcasts and things like that, but, when you were going to be on my podcast here, whatever, a week or two ago, I put out for some people to ask some questions, and some people were negative. Okay.
Yeah.
That, they weren't sure what happened there and everything. So rather than me just asking you questions, I just want to give you a chance to just kind of talk me through what happened with that experience.
Okay.
What was your plan? What happened? Just so everybody kind of understands what happened, because you know what I mean. You're a good dude. I know you're just trying to get your chance.
Yes, sir.
And provide for your family and everything. There's no way you're trying to pull something off on anybody.
No, sir.
So
Never that.
I'm just going to let you go ahead and tell the story.
Well, it's crazy that you said that. Some people trying to be negative, but I've had so many messages of people just being negative, and I didn't give it a response, because by me responding, that ain't gonna fix anything. It's not gonna help me make
That's
my
how you
dream
handle it.
help me make my dream become a reality.
That's right.
They gotta understand my journey, my story, my struggles, and everything like that. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people would have been able to survive that. I would just want to put that out there. Everyone's journey is different. I didn't go to a big time school. I didn't have an agent going to college and everything like that. I didn't have none of that. I had to start from the bottom. My city, my hometown, we're at the bottom of the map. A lot of people think it's unreal to make big things happen. And I'm just tired of it. I just feel like it's time for a change in my city, as me being self-motivated and me promising my grandmother that I'm going to make it, which I am going to make it this season, not next season. I will be playing in the league this season. I just want to put that out there, that I'm doing everything possible to make my dream become a reality. It's not the people's dream. It's my dream. I have negative people. I have positive people, but it's good that I have more positive than negative. And I did what I had to do. I went out there to demand a workout. That's what I did. I spoke with some people. I'm not gonna put the people's names out there, but I spoke with some people, and it stuff's in the work right now, and that's why I do what I do. I train every day nonstop. I'm not gonna stop. I don't care how long it takes. I'm not gonna stop. Like I said, it's my dream. I'm not using nobody and none of that. I have a lot of people supporting me, and I'm very grateful for that. That's why I put on my Twitter. I just want to thank all the true loyal people that's behind me. I'm not a negative person. I've never been a negative person.
No.
You look at my page, there's nothing but positivity on there. I'm motivating not only myself, but people that, could be in a similar situation, or, someone that feel like what I'm saying, they want to give up. I'm self-motivated and I can motivate others. I have a lot of people writing me that saying that, so you're an inspiration, which
You sure are.
I feel like I am. I'm a
You are.
fighter. And by people saying negative stuff about me, it's not going to stop me. That's only going to add more fuel to the fire. And I feel like the same people that's saying the negative stuff about me, they're going to be the same people asking me for autographs and pictures. And I'm going to give them an autograph and a picture because I'm not a negative person. Positivity is in my DNA. And like I said, I will be in the league this season, not next season. I went out there, I demanded a workout. Like I said, I talked to some people and stuff. So it's some stuff in the work right now. And when that phone call, when the phone rings, I will be ready.
Did you want to talk about the jersey or not?
Okay, so yeah, I actually, you know what? You're right. I want to talk about that because that had played, what I'm saying, a big role in everything too. While people are being
Yeah.
negative,
Yeah.
my whole life, I've never had an NFL jersey, any type of jersey. You know, uh, I can't remember that podcast. I think it's feeling dangerous podcast or something like that. I had a podcast with them. I was on
Hmm.
their show like a couple of weeks ago, and I seen that they were giving out a jersey, but they were picking, you know, who would they, what I'm saying, who would get the jersey or whatever. So I went up there, what I'm saying, I was seeing if I could win a jersey or whatever. But I've never had a jersey ever in my life, ever. So when I went up there, the people was like, man, instead of you getting Odell Beckham's and Baker Mayfield jersey, you're a player too. So it'll only be right if you get a jersey and you put your last name on the back of that jersey because you will be playing. I was like, you know what, you're right. It will be, what I'm saying? You're right. I should, what I'm saying, put my name on the back of the jersey since I'm going to be playing. I know I'm going to be playing. And that's what I did. Not to play anybody, none of that. I seen a lot of people saying congratulations and everything like that. I respect that, but that's a lot of people outside looking in and don't really know what's going on. If I didn't put up there that I was signing a piece of paper or nothing like that, then what I'm saying, I'm not signing. I put up there that dreams do come true when I had that jersey, which they do come true. Mine's going to come true because I put in the work, I sacrifice, I stay prayed up, and I just feel like, what I'm saying, when you got God on your side, anything is possible. And what people say about me, it is what it is. I'm gonna make mine happen.
That's right. And you have you got a whole ton of Browns fans behind you. Everybody's hoping, not just that your dream comes true, that you play in the NFL, but everybody's hoping you end up in Cleveland, with the Browns.
Yes, sir.
We'd love to see you there. I just anybody that follows you and just watches your videos and they can just get a feel for who you are, and it's just, I mean, it's impossible not to root for you and not to be inspired by you.
Yes, sir. And it's when I was out there, I met with Browns Ranger on Twitter. I've met with Always Positive J. I met with him. You ask them guys what type of person I am. Ask them. They'll tell you. Ask them guys what type of person I am.
I don't think you have to
There's your
convince
answer
that
right
many
there.
people, Jarvis. I don't think you have to sell anybody on you.
It's crazy, man. I'm just a young man from a small town fighting and doing everything he can to make his dream become a reality. And I'm gonna make it happen. And ain't nothing gonna be able to stop me. Nothing.
Yeah, and I have to look at this from the facts of how the NFL is this season with COVID and everything else. It feels like there's going to be a bit of opportunity in the league this year.
Yep.
That's my hope, is that not that other guys go down or anything,
Hmm.
but that that you that you're going to get an opportunity this season. That hopefully the negative of COVID and some other things can hopefully turn into a positive for you. And once you get in there, I mean, you're going to be able to show them what you can do.
I'm telling you right now, they ain't gonna never see nothing like me. I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there. I'm gonna be like, I told you so. I
Yeah.
told you so.
So what's your take or your thought on all the injuries that the Browns are having?
Man, I seen that. Oh man, it's crazy that it's happening. But see, I don't know what the guys are doing. I don't know if they're taking care of their bodies or whatever. I hope that what I'm saying, whoever have an injury, I hope they get better soon. Is it's scary because they losing a lot, and I don't know what to say honestly. I don't. I just feel like people need to be more careful.
Yeah, I mean Grant Delpit, he tore his Achilles, and
That's crazy, man.
I think he's just backpedaling on a play in practice, and it was a non-contact injury. We got Mac Wilson's down, and Greedy Williams. I mean, some big time guys. Hopefully they'll get. I don't think they made a determination on Greedy yet. Mac
Hmm.
Wilson's trying to get make his way back, but it's he he hyperextended his knee, I believe, pretty severely, and I think last I heard he was getting a second opinion from a doctor because he wants to rehab it versus a surgery, I believe. So,
Yeah.
he wants to play, which is great, but we'll see what happens. I mean, wanting to play and being physically able to play are two different things sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say what kind of toll COVID's gonna have on the league and teams this year too. I mean, does that concern you at all?
Uh, Not really, cause I feel like I feel like it's going to be a season, but I just feel like we all, as a unit, we gotta take it more serious because there's a lot of people dying, you know.
Hmm.
And with everybody, like they having everybody in a bubble and everything like that, I just feel like people need to be more careful about where they go. Don't be around a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty apparent who's doing that and who's not
Yeah.
from sport to sport. I think I think a lot of baseball really hasn't policed it that well, and they've had more issues.
Hmm.
The NBA, I think, is they've kind of been the model. And I don't know if we really know what to expect from the NFL yet.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll kind of see how it plays out. But my hope is that you're in there, and
Yes,
that
sir.
and that you're safe and everything.
Yes,
So
sir.
what can the fans continue to do other than just supporting you? Anything?
My grandma used to tell me, man, like prayer is a powerful weapon, the
Prayer.
most powerful weapon ever, and that's all I do. I just stay prayed up because I eventually I know something's gonna happen, and if you can do anything, just stay prayed up. That's it.
Excellent advice. So what what would you like to leave the fans of Cleveland with, Jarvis? Because I think I know you've had a long day, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep you too long here. What would you like to leave the fans of Cleveland with as we close out tonight?
I love all the fans in Cleveland. I love Cleveland. Literally fell in love as soon as I landed. It just felt like home. I even got the chills when I landed. It was crazy. But I just want to let them guys know that, you know what I'm saying, I love them and everything that they're doing. I support them and want them to know that, you know, if you got a dream, just keep pushing. It's going to get hard at times. You know, you're going to have your dark days, but I promise you, it's all going to come true. You just got to keep the faith, stay prayed up, keep working, you know, block out the noise and just, you know, continue to be the best you can be each day. And I just want to, you know what I'm saying, just thank them for everything they've doing for me, everything they've done for me, and everything they're still doing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just truly a blessing.
Yeah, excellent advice, and I know everybody appreciates the words, you know, for the fans of Cleveland. It's
Yes, sir.
definitely a love affair between you and the fans, Jarvis. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad we got to do this.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you give out your Twitter handle? I know most everybody's following you. I think your following's getting pretty big, but you know, if there's anybody not following you, we'd love for them to give you a follow.
They can follow me at Frank_Tank_52.
That's right. Number 52.
Most definitely. That's going to be my number. You can get ready.
That's right. Jarvis, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. This has been the Browns Blitz, and we will catch you next time.